Welcome back, everybody, to Crusader Kings 2, the Elder Kings. I will apologise in advance, I do still have the flu and it seems to be worse than ever, but nothing can stop the mighty King Lance of Nibene. Here we are back in. So, a lot of you seem to like the idea of becoming sort of our own sort of Tiber Septim-esque character. I'd really love to see what happens if you become the 9th Divine as well, because like I said, it's one of the few things I haven't actually done in the Elder Kings ever. And it essentially is a type of religious reformation, right? The 8 Divines obviously becomes the 9 Divines. I believe the 8 Divines becomes a heresy, and then you can obviously get, you know, new features with the religion, that type of thing. And you essentially have this almost kind of saint. I suppose that's kind of underselling it, really, isn't it? You have this god in your family tree. I'll also assume there's a bloodline with it, but I have absolutely no idea, because like I said, I haven't done this before, and I think it'd be very, very cool to test this out. So, I don't know if King Lance is going to be our Tiber Septim, whether or not we want to use this guy to sort of, you know, expand our own realm, get our independence, and become that warlord character in the future, because this guy is, don't get me wrong, he's got great martial, but he's very much geared for realm management, isn't he? He's like diligent, ambitious, kind of Wrath. Wait, what? Oh, right, Wrath is the opposite of patient, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fair enough then. Temperate, yeah, okay. It's really confusing, actually, having these without the, because I'm so used to seeing the sins and the virtues. Having them the other way around is kind of throwing me off there a little bit. Journeyman Savant as well. Like, he just doesn't seem like the type of guy that would be the one crushing all the different various dukes and kings of Cyrodiil under his boot, huh? Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We'll just absolutely plow forward here and see how it do. So we can actually use this guy, though, pretty much to our advantage. We might as well play to his strengths a little bit, huh? He's an incredibly good magistrate. You see there, build cost, build time modifier. Now, I didn't realize that gave such a powerful build time, build cost modifier, because if you think about it, that coupled with something like the Stellaris Guild or the Mercantile Guild gives city build cost and city build time modifier as well. Minus 15% to the cost and minus 30% to the time. Using that, we can also rank this up to obviously level 3, because he's only he's only a level 3 magistrate right now, so we get it up to level 4 and then eventually level 5 as well. Between the build cost and build time modifiers on that, and also the build cost modifiers being like the Grandmaster of the Mercantile Guild, we could seriously build ourselves up quite an empire. Well, obviously not an empire, but quite a kingdom here. Maybe even get independence just from playing tall for a while. That could be very, very impressive. Now, what do the Stellaris Guild do? Their general opinion, right? And then you've also got like the Thieves Guild, which gives tax. I believe it's like plus 20% tax. So I'm going to go with the Mercantile Guild. We've been part of the Mages Guild. Sorry, well, we have done the Mages Guild, obviously, in the past, but not in this playthrough. We've done the Fighters Guild. We've done the Greybeards, and that seems, you know, fairly lackluster, to be honest. You just randomly gain proficiency in the Thuum after a certain amount of events. We haven't really done the Mercantile Guild. We haven't done any guilds that are sort of based a bit more around your realm, like, you know, the Mercantile Stellaris. I don't know what the Ancestor Moths do either. We'll have to check those out at some stage. Anyway, let's see what we can do with this. So, first things first, let's just quickly set all this shit up, just in case we die of a horrible disease really early on or something like that. We do need to get rid of our wife as well. That's something we obviously started last episode in the background here. Married to some random woman that, to be honest, kind of sick of. Why can we not plot to kill her? Well, we caught last time. Opinion of Lance 79. No, we already won. Okay. Plot to kill. There it is. Right. Okay. Sorry, I must have cancelled it or something like that. That'll do it. All right. Wow, she's going to die in no time. Now, as we saw, this guy actually did want to kill her off when we were playing our last character, where we tried plotting against her as Halberd the Jailer. Halberd the Jailer? Was that her name? We did try killing off Bodil of Nimine as Halberd the Jailer, and Lance actually joined that plot that we started. So he definitely wants her dead. And honestly, who can blame him? He's got minus 12 opinion of her. Hairlip Uncouth supports the different heir, so she's betrayed him. She needs to go. We'll get ourselves a prodigy wife or something like that. Oh, God, that took no time at all, did it? Good God, man. Right. Kill her dead. The Mercantile Guild is in need of some people who can negotiate a purchase. Is the Empire at war or something? What have we got? Green Pact Uprising. Okay, right. Well, that's not really much of a surprise. That's what you get for conquering so much of these random garbage territories that they've made such quite a long headway into elsewhere as well there. Between us obviously beating them down, and between the Cyrodiil Empire, the Congenital having a very good time of it. And obviously they've also started to go into Valenwood as well, which I wouldn't really recommend. It's kind of a shithole. Mercantile Guild is in need of someone who can negotiate a purchase. I think we can definitely do that. So the cool thing is, obviously, we've got the ability to siphon all the money we need out of elsewhere, or even Argonia, to be fair. The Shadowrest kingdom their capital is right on our borders, so we could go and hit those guys up as well. But essentially, we've got a huge amount of money lying around on our borders. We can use our troops and obviously put our troops into that. Then using our skills as a stewardship character in the Mercantile Guild, just absolutely build up fucking crop Cropsford is such a waste of time to build up, isn't it? But hey, we've got that city over here as well, so we can really ramp this playthrough up. Let's get the council. You are very good. Krista Bormison is insanely good. Should we get him overseeing construction while we've got this much gold just lying around? Now, do we still have those Greybeard buildings? No, we don't. That's a real shame. So our mother obviously built the voice buildings, which give us access to Greybeard troops. Apparently, those troops are absurdly powerful. So when we do play as our Tiber Septim-like character, we might want to go back into the Greybeards, master the Thum, whatever else, and then build up what are they called? Tongues, I think it was. Build up those tongue buildings, which sounds so weird, and then use an army of tongues to conquer Cyrodiil. Any questions? Didn't think so. Perfect. Right. Let's crank out this. Let's go for the medium hull. We might as well start work on the foundation here. She is dead. Thank God for that. We didn't even get caught. And we'll of course upgrade our capital here, Solstead as well. That's a cool name for a city. Right. Let's find a new wife. That's the most important thing first and foremost here. So Prodigy. Now I've talked about this briefly on I think the other series. But I have made my own traits mod, which is up on the workshop. I think it's on the front page of the CK2 Steam workshop if you want to take a look at that. I'll put a link to it somewhere as well. Going forward, I'm going to stop using the vanilla Congenital traits mod and start using my own my own mod instead. Just because I have full control over that mod, you know, so if we want to make any changes, if we want to do some rebalancing, if we want to add more traits to it, I can do that, and I can obviously give it to you guys as well, whereas I can't with the vanilla Congenital traits mod, because, you know, the mod author specifically chose to remove it, so I'm obviously going to honour that. I'm not going to be dishing out someone else's mod. Right, let's see if we can find a lady kicking around in the realm that we can invite to court. Ideally human. Okay, you'll do. She's married. Shit, you will not do at all. Married, preferably not then. Oh, God. We've got the choice of a 14-year-old girl. To be fair, if we arrange betrothal, chances are they'll accept that. Yeah, because, of course, we're the fucking king of Nimine. She's also... Oh, it's the Queen of Kvatch's granddaughter, so we don't lose any prestige either. That's cool. Oh, we would gain 25 prestige. Even better still. Fine. She's actually a very good character as well. Look at her. Diligent, brawny. Willful could be potentially good, and she's got a bloodline, Blood of Bendu there. Unfortunately, we can't use that, but it is still kind of impressive. Fine. That's a really good, much better wife. She's 14. We're only like 21 though. So it's obviously weird, but they're not going to get married until she's of age, right? But the age gap isn't that big. That was my point I was going to make. It's not like, you know, when you're playing as a 65-year-old ruler, you're married as a 14-year-old and you die before you actually get married. But it also means that we're going to be playing as this dude for a very long time, hopefully. So we can really do some good for the realm here. Are we fabricating claims? Did I start on that whole? Oh, I remember what we were doing. We were trying to get the primate to give us claims, weren't we? And that obviously never worked. Did he lose that land we gave him? Yeah, he's lost it already. Incredible. Right. Okay. I wonder if there's anybody we could get claims on in the realm. Then I will check this very quickly, but I'm not going to commit so much time. Was that Sorana Volkahar wanted to join our court? What? Why? Okay. Welcome aboard, I guess. Vampire waifu? Vampire waifu, that'll do. Thank you, welcome. I love wrinkles. To be fair, she's immortal, so that's not really true. I will say that, though. Oh, we can gain Gregaris for free. That's really good. Wow. This character is going to be so good, huh? Welcome aboard. Can we just marry you instead? I mean, she's not that good, though, to be fair. But also, I feel like our next character... Surely she's got to have, like, no fertility. Minus 10%. Wait, really? Even though she's, like, an immortal... What about vampire? Does she really have no... She has fertility. That's so weird. Maybe we should marry Sorana then. Because she is a very powerful character, obviously. She's literally a 4,000-year-old vampire. So that would be fairly interesting, I think. I actually looked it up very briefly. So vampires like Sorana have a very low fertility, but they don't have zero fertility. Well, they have below zero fertility, but that doesn't mean that they can't have kids in-game. Still probably not the best choice, but we will keep her around as just a useful character. I think it's just kind of a nice trophy piece to have a 4,000-year-old vampire kicking around in your court. The Hedge Knights are ready to depart our castle and ride forth to another lord's domain. Goodbye, little Hedge Knight. We can gain... Oh, some random woman gains lost. Okay, I don't know why I'd care about that, to be completely honest with you. Colette is being upgraded there. Sorana will, quote, love poetry. There we go. I'm sure she'll be into that. Perfect. My God, that was easy. My God. Wow. Colette, right, let's keep upgrading this place as much as possible then, because this place can bring in a ridiculous amount of tax. And look at how quickly we can build it up. Wait, is that all our money gone already? Holy shit. Never mind then, huh? I guess we'll go out raiding for a little bit while we try and work our way up through the society as well. I'm also going to employ that scummy artifact strategy as well, because I feel like it's been a while since we've done that, where we just find everybody with an artifact who's wanted to join our court, and then hope they die. Like this old lady, for example. She is perfect for that. So let's just quickly grab every single person. Now, something I really should do as well. We've got so many spare artifacts in our treasury. Probably from where we've done this before. Obviously, I'm not going to keep track of every single one of these people we invite to court. But we do have a ridiculous amount actually lying around here that we might want to check out and see what's worth keeping and see what's worth selling. Because we might as well invest it as soon as possible, huh? Right, get rid of all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to court, welcome to court. This strategy doesn't work, obviously, in the newer versions of CK2 because of the court size limits. So really, with all these people sticking around, you're going to be paying tons and tons of gold to actually house them. Playing the Merchant Republic still does work, though, because Merchant Republics are obviously hideously OP. I mean, look at what we've got here. We've got a crazy amount of shit. So I'm thinking, I mean, we probably want to keep the armor to chuck it in air, right? Similarly, we probably want to keep our second best weapon. Yeah, so we've got like a silver sword there, we've got a silver sword there, so we can sell at least one of those, and we've got the axe. Is the axe better than the sword? Axe gives higher martial, but lower personal combat, and as I've said before, personal combat comes in droves, martial does not. We've got so many books as well that we really are never going to use. Like, I'm never going to equip a book that gives +1 learning when we've got shit like, where is it, Rizlav the Righteous, and even like Fall of the Snow Prince. Look at that, it's insanely good. So you might as well sell a lot of this stuff. There we go. So that's kind of gotten rid of all of that other garbage that we had. I mean, there was a ridiculous amount of stuff in our treasury that I've tried to get rid of here. Then we've got all of the people that to join our court, so now we've got to deal with this shit. Welcome. Yes, fine day with you around and all that garbage. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cool. So now let's actually start siphoning out some money from the Khajiit as well. I know this is going to be a fairly common thing going forward here. So I'm not going to make a big song dance on this one. We know how this works. We're just going to stand in Senchal and just torch it and bring the money back every now and again. So we'll focus on some other more important aspects of gameplay here. Feudal Vassal Opinion or Town Vassal Opinion, it doesn't really matter too much, does it? Let's just immediately head up. We know where we're going at this stage. We've done this so many times before. Let's just roll with it. Are they not? Oh, they are raiders. It just doesn't show the raider symbol. Fine. Maybe we'll get him to lead the troops himself. There's no reason not to right now. Does that give a fertility negative in this? No, so there's no, like, leading the troops. You know, certain mods do implement that, whereas if you're leading troops, obviously you get low fertility because you're out on the front line. This doesn't seem to be the case, so it's not a big deal. A man named Stellaris. Welcome, my friend. So there we go. We can just stand there and basically siphon all the gold away. Sure. So let's focus on the more important stuff now, then. Let's expand this realm pretty damn quickly. We've got a 54% chance yearly of fabricating claims, which is obviously fantastic here. Let's go for our immediate borders. Let's start heading up this way towards Cheydinhal, and maybe if we can grab all this side of the river, that would be very, very powerful. Build a border here with whatever member of the Tribunal Temple this is. Which one are you? Hlalu. Build a border with Grey House Hlalu along the mountains, and then also straight down with Argonia as well. If we can get all of this under... Because we're a king. We're a king, and we're basically the size of a Duke right now. We need to very much quickly sort that out. So I think we'll start it off by fabricating claims on Cheydinhal. Try and get the Duchy of Cheydinhal. Now, what's our monthly balance? It's going to be fairly expensive. That's going to be like 1,200 gold. So we'll start fabricating claims on Cheydinhal. When we've got that, we'll head south from there and just sweep through here. Maybe then we'll cross the river. We'll just try and grab as much land as possible before we really, I guess, declare independence. Who the fuck is Tiber Diccus Biggus Julius? Who is Tiber Biggus Diccus Julius? Blessed with a towering intellect. Heartlander. Bloodlines, blood of the 500 companions. He's my brother. Okay, it's my brother's son. To be fair, to say that our brother's trash, and to say that his wife is also trash, that kid came out pretty decently, huh? Actually came out genius. Oh, genius being +4 to everything in this. That's very confusing. Cool, we got, oh my god, and we got some artifacts too. That's absolutely insane, thank you. So now we get married to Julieta Otto. Cool. Sounds like the council are also content from our succession. 200 prestige or the 73 gold. I mean, we've got so much gold. Potentially, we might as well take the prestige there. Cool. That's fantastic. I'm pretty happy with how this is going then. Let's, do you want to commission a runestone? I was going to say let's commission a runestone. What we probably want to do is actually compose this book as soon as possible as well. Managing around. If we get anything that lowers our cost build time modifier, it's going to make our lives a lot easier. I've actually just noticed that our sister, Bastard Sword Blade Serrator, actually launched a host, because of course, you know, her father, our father, was the Emperor of Cyrodiil, so she actually launched a host war to try and get back Cyrodiil. Didn't really take enough men. Didn't really take enough men there. She probably started with a little bit more, but she has been pushed back quite massively. There's no way in hell she's going to win this. I don't think there was any chance in how she could ever win it. And obviously, we can't back her up either because it's our liege. So we've only got the option to join him. That's a real shame. They could have been interested to see yet another one of our dynasty members on the... Oh, wow, that was quick. Barony of Cheydinhal. Nice. Now, that's just the... So a barony isn't a barony. A barony is a county, and then a county is a duchy, I believe. So we'll leave him there because that can upgrade into a ducal level claim as well. I mean, I assume it's the same amount of chance. I have absolutely no idea. Let's wait and see how we do. We are going to need a lot more money a lot more quickly, though, so I might start assaulting some of these down also. Try and talk the seller into the deal. So, of course, we've got a lot of background jobs as well for the Mercantile Guild. Looks like they're quite well-paying jobs as well. There's a quite high chance of getting a decent amount of gold from these. So this is pretty fantastic. Oh, you guys are dead. You guys are dead. I'm sorry. I just marched you straight to your death there. I'm a good and just a noble ruler. No successor of my dynasty, huh? Why? My wife is more likely to be elected. Well, what happened to his son? Killed by rabble. Oh my god, his good son was killed by rabble. Diccus Biggus Julius, you poor boy. Oh my god, Andy was called Tiber. There's me going on about how we need our own Tiber Septim, and then we actually do. Fuck's sake, okay, fine. I like my wife. I do. She's very good. She's a very good character. She's uncouth, though, which is a little bit annoying, but she's a very good character. She's actually a better magistrate than us as well. My god, level 4 gives minus 12 and 12. That's so good, and it gives a national tax modifier. So what the hell does level 5 give us? Probably the next question I've got here. Hang on. Oh, we got some more people. Yeah, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard and welcome aboard. Thank you. Nice to see you all willing to come and give me all your artifacts. And, of course, Norring as well. How could I forget my good friend Nodding? Right, let's get rid of all this shit. Let's go stewardship. Reset everything. So we've got like... here we go. Right. Legendary Magistrate gives minus 15 to everything. That's so powerful when you also stack it up with this as well. And, of course, if you get a good steward, their build cost modifier, we're easily going to get down to the 1 day, but the amount of money that we're going to save is going to be the really, really important thing here. Jesus, this is going to be nuts. My common Rounty passed away. However, we can sell it before it dies. Common Rounty, sell. It's a deal. And that's ridiculous. And we could still try and get charitable like that. What is charitable give in this one? Diplomacy plus 3, stewardship minus 1, general opinion plus 3, personal combat skill minus 1. Vassal opinion plus 5. It's good. It's very good, but I think... Oh my god, we've got 32 fucking martial with this dude. I'm thinking, let's not, just because it's going to cost us 93 gold and we're trying to get claims, but also because... Well, we actually lost martial. Oh, because our horse died. Because more specifically, I sold our dying/dead horse to someone. Guess we got some glow out of it or something along those lines. Like I said, I'm keeping the mithril armor. I'll keep these rings while we'll chuck them at an air or something for the time being. Wow, I didn't realize mounts had such an effect on the gameplay, but that is very weird that we could potentially steal all these pets. Now, last episode I was like, we might as well just sell them all before they die, otherwise we just lose them money. But we can just sell them as they die. It's a little bit weird. Obviously, it's not working as intended, but I doubt there's any way they can stop that from happening, because that's obviously, you know, more hard-coded game mechanics there. My marshal has discovered a woman of great military talent called Ariana. Sure, why the hell not? Thank you. Now, I hope that is still... Oh. My sister is being elected even though she's in prison. She lost her war then, that's a real shame. Why? So now we're voting for her. Oh, because they've stopped voting for my wife. Okay, fine, fair enough. I thought she might have been ill or something. What I was about to say is, I hope that the Fabricate Claims is still apparently 70% yearly now. I don't believe it is on a duchy level title, is it? I think that's only for the county, but I might be right. Or barony, and this is going to get very confusing, but barony in this one. At which point it would obviously be a lot quicker to send him to each province. What we'll do is we'll give him until like 36-27, for example. See if he gets a duchy level claim. If not, we'll start moving in province to province and actually building up claims on everything else instead. It won't give us the duchy, but of course if we control the whole duchy, we'd just do the damn thing anyway. Aha, another 43 gold looted, and in celebration, our wife is now Progananant. Good work. Okay, now in theory, between us having prodigy and her having prodigy, the chance of a kid having prodigy is going to be fairly decent. It's going to be like 23% just off the top of my head, because it's quite a low inheritance chance there. We will dedicate the entire festival to our Progananant wife. There you go, you can have that one, thank you. I'm sure this will help her deliver the child. I'm sure it will. I'm sure that guarantees that we're going to get prodigy. 10 gold to have Bastard Sword Blade Serrator back in our court. What a fantastic name. Princess Bastard Sword Blade Serrator. Maybe you could be our Tiber Septim. Oh, not with Journey and Mon Warrior, you can't. She's just sent us to join the Fighters Guild. She might actually be able to develop herself into a very good fighter, and then if we do end up playing as her, she genuinely could be, because that does give... Oh, it doesn't in this one. I was going to say Adventurer gives bonuses to levy size, but no, absolutely doesn't this time around. It's just +1 to everything. That's still good, don't get me wrong. That's still very decent. Right, how much gold have we got on these boats then? Another 104. Come on with that claim, please. We need you right now. A daughter, oh my god, she's genius. Well, oh, but it doesn't matter, because it's agnatic cognatic. Okay, that's really good. That's me thinking, oh, why couldn't you have been a prodigy son there for a second? Wow, she's very good, huh? She started with a base of... Oh, because of Heartlander. I genuinely thought she was born with, like, base 2 diplomacy, because, of course, that gives 6. She's a very good character. Look at that. Wow. At the age of Babby, 8 diplomacy, 7 martial. I've played characters worse than this. Pladina. Terrible name. Someone actually sent me a massive list over Discord of various names. I need to go dig it up a second. Shout out to Sir Thor. Okay, so we've got... How about flanged mace? What an awful thing to call your daughter. Hello, flanged mace, or flange for short. That sounds just terrible. That does not sound like something you should be calling your daughter. Okay, cool. Well, that solved that problem, huh? Right, so you have, oh my god, 50 personal combat at the age of Babby. This is the whole reason why I made my own sort of traits mod. You can have the overpowered traits if you want, but I kind of wanted to avoid things like this happening with my own one, because 50 personal combat at the age of 0 doesn't really make much sense. I'm trying to look at a system right now where, depending on your age, you get either, you know, baby, child, teenage, or adult, which builds your stats back up to what they should be. So, for example, if you had the trait baby, you'd get, like, fucking minus 50. The issue is that could slow down the game quite a lot, so I'm going to have to work out a better way of doing that. Right, okay. I'm thinking, bear with me on this one, let's train her in... I mean, she could be our type acceptor. There's no reason she couldn't, huh? Fuck it. Okay, let's see if this works. So we need to find you a decent guardian. I mean, we're not bad. We do have diligent. Oh, of course, we're a magistrate. Although we do have dirty martial, to be fair. And the stat relevant to the area we're trying to train them in can affect them a lot. We've also got diligent. We're also a prodigy, which I hope does affect the education. Sure, let's do it. Let's see how this ends up. We did get the Crimson Plague, by the way, because we are sieging down here. But I thought because it's only a -2 health, not really a big deal. Like, it's the equivalent of having stressed and depressed, and I certainly wouldn't make a big song and dance after that. Oh, we lost our Nordic mountain horse and others. Oh, I wonder if that's how they stop you doing my strategy that I had of inviting loads of people to the court and then just watching them die. Although we do have 2 sets of mithril armor, so clearly something's working. What was that? Did I say shard bolt ring? What the fuck is a shard bolt ring? Learning. Carries a destruction enchantment, which when activated casts a bolt of frost magic. Wow, okay, fine. We've already got 2 good rings. We've got the Warlock's ring, we've got another one, right, somewhere else? Yeah, Ring of Sunfire. Those are obviously much, much better. Another good reason to get independence as well, we would be able to try and get back slavery. I don't know if we're allowed to do so because of obviously the Imperials don't exactly have the best history with slavery, there being that they were all enslaved by those naughty aliens at one point. May not practice slavery. Shit, so we'd have to actually flip religion as well. What if we secretly, like... I mean, what if we just flip religion temporarily, enabled slavery, and then flip back? Or would that prevent us actually getting slaves in the first place? What if we got some sort of, like, what if we got a faith... If we were a good enough ruler and just flip to a faith that is still accepted, but not, like... I mean, what if like, one of the... I hate to say it. What about, like, one of the Reach faiths or something like that? The Reachmen have converted. The Reachmen have converted? Oh, God. Yeah, a lot of places are 8 divines now. It's kind of a surprise that this much of the Ridge is also converted. I'll have to think about that. We could always just worship a Daedra temporarily. I mean, get some nice bonuses out of that. If we could get, like, just trying to think, is there a Daedra that would help us keep the round together because we worship a Daedra? I'll have to look at that. I'll have to think about that because obviously getting the slavery would be fantastic. It would not only give us a mass amount of build cost, build time modifiers, we make a lot more gold out of it too. Well, our half-sister, I mean, despite the fact that... Oh, sorry, she's our full sister. Despite the fact that she is incredible, is our heir. That didn't really make much sense. She is incredible, she's our heir, despite that she's got a garbage education is how I should have phrased that. Bastard Sword Blade Serrator is a ridiculous name. We'll take Maidservant Lover as well. So, I think we definitely want to keep electing her. Obviously, what's the alternative here? We can elect our inbred brother, Polax, who's terrible. We could elect our brother, Zeno, that I don't think we've had a particularly good history with. Our daughter. Daughter might not be a bad idea. She would actually still have enough votes, even with us there, to take control of the realm. The issue is she's a tiny child. Although she has 8 in everything. That's absurd. Oh, wow. And that's another mechanic added to the oversea construction on your Chancellor as well. You get to find certain deposits. So we found Orichalcum. Not the best one, you know, you can find like all sorts of different stuff. Steel, iron, you know, dragon bones, I would assume. You know, sort of garbage like that. The things that you would craft stuff out with in Skyrim. And no, not just iron daggers over and over and over. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that we're actually getting to Claremont Chedenhall, though. So what I'm going to do is very quickly go province to province instead. I feel like it's a much better idea. I feel like getting a ducal level title could be very difficult, especially as this dude has, what, like 70% chance? 83% chance yearly. There we go. Immediately another claim right there. Okay, now we've got to wait for the cooldown before we move them over, but I think this is a much, much safer idea. Oh, that's bad. Holy shit. Cholera is one of the deadliest diseases in Tamriel. Is always fatal unless a cure is provided very quickly. Pause. Court physician. Do we not have a court physician? Oh, God. Oh, God. My good friend Cornexius, please, for the love of God, heal me very, very fast. Seek treatment for illness. Spell of cure disease. Please. Well, I don't care about my wife being pregnant. Okay, is that going to be enough? I think I'm going to go for the hunting focus still, just to try and get a hunting dog as well. We might just be able to beat it by his successful treatment. We've also got mild illness. Actually, that's +4, +5. It's only at -1. It's equivalent to being stressed. Yeah, I think we'll be good. There's no problems there, I hope. There we go, we've lost cholera. Ooh, that was a little bit spicy there for a second, huh? We got another boatload of gold. Oh, God, we've got 1,700. Shit, okay, right, let's move you. I've got to keep a close eye on the Chancellor here and just bounce him around provinces over and over. So what is the Tajor Chaden Hull? Oh, God, it's weird provinces, huh? But actually, he hasn't got Farragut. He's got this one, this one, this one, this one. So we want to start heading south now and try and get all of these in one war. My friend told me about the Khajiit Pantheon. They gain sympathy for Needic Pantheon. We gain sympathy for Khajiit Pantheon. So that's a weird event. That's quite nice, I guess. A little bit of character building there. Sympathy for Khajiit Pantheon, as we say, with our 12th year of burning down Senchal. Great. Marshal. Oh, Imperial. Oh, God. I don't know if I want to do that. Because that would stop us leading our own troops. To be fair, do we really need to lead our own troops? As long as we don't stop leading our own troops, technically we can still lead our own troops. It's very confusing. So let's sell her into a deal. We are making a fortune with this Mercantile Guild as well, by the way. Every 6 months we get one of those, and every time we get... Oh my God, another Prodigy Daughter. Shit. Wow. Struggle. Villia. I'm going to open my list again now. Shit, I should have really written them down. That's a good name. Bludgeon. Hopefully we can bludgeon the Dukes of Cyrodiil over the head with that. I don't really know what I'm saying. It's falling apart, really, isn't it? We've not got... Oh, I was gonna say if we're not got any gold, but I guess we just banked it, huh? Where's my claim? Excuse me. It's supposed to be like 80% chance, 93% chance yearly. Why is it going up? Why is it going up? It's our own. Why is it going up? That's so odd. Bury my Warhound in the garden, but let me sell it first. Let me sell it first. Here you go. Have my Warhound. It's a deal. That was 100 gold for that one. Shit. Okay, cool. We're not going to hold a funeral for a dog that we've just sold off to a glue factory. That's not going to happen. Nice. Thank you very much. That one actually took quite a long time. I think it was almost a year for that one. Crazy. Right, okay, what else we got then? Belda, we want to get this one then. So we had this province at one stage, didn't we? Vatachin, I think I gave it to Abner Than to try and win over his favour a little bit. And obviously we became king, so I think that obviously worked in our favour. Thank you. Cool. 2,100 gold. My God, we are making an absurd amount of bank from this now. We're making a ridiculous amount of bank. There we go. We've got more influx of looters in Crotsford again. Got some more gold. Hire the Thieves Guild. I think we can pretty much afford it at this stage, huh? Now, what are we looking at in terms of build cost, build time modifier back in our city again? Yeah, let's start investing. I'm just going to quickly drop all of this cash very, very quickly onto all of the tax buildings, especially. Another bloody daughter. Another prodigy daughter. What the fuck is happening? Okay. Oh, God, I've got to have a look here. Oh, my God, there's a weapon on this list called the Man Catcher. Those are like, super long poles with like a weird, how would I describe it? Kind of like a weird hook on the end, essentially, like a big old hook that you put around people's necks. If you ever played Skaven, you know what a Man Catcher is. Man Catcher. There we go. Look at that. Man Catcher, Princess Man Catcher of Nibide. Welcome aboard. Also, going to say, trainer and struggle. Wow. Good God, we're getting super lucky with this. You are going to be trained by Lance, and then we'll train Man Catcher by, I guess, just any good marshal in our court. Who have we got here? We're looking for anybody. I mean, Diligent is obviously good. Diligent, kind, charitable, proud. Master Warrior. Is that the level 4 one? It is. Tanek. Train my daughter. Thank you, Tanek. This is nuts. At least one of these characters is going to come out good, and we can basically pick and choose. We've got air designation, and they're always going to vote. I mean, because of confirmation, they're probably always going to vote on what we go for as well. Mainly because we're such good rulers. This is insane. My prisoner, Tathari Tsavi. Oh, I didn't even consider the amount of prisoners. Oh, to be fair, we don't actually have that many prisoners. We've got a few we can ransom out, though, and we did get a ruler there as well. That's very, very good. And, of course, all the artifacts as well we could sell off that not only we're looting from this one, but all of our people. Oh, my God, we've got a map of Tamriel. We've got a map of Nern, which is even better. Good God. Can we not equip that? Does it count as a book? Does. Look at all of this garbage we've managed to accumulate this episode. Not only the 2,000 gold, which I've been basically immediately just shoveling into the city. This is insane. Let her rot. You can stay there for a while. We got a hunting dog. Absolutely train him personally. Have we got any more tax buildings? Yeah, there's loads of tax buildings here. And this is what I've been doing for the past 5 minutes. Just sitting here, siphoning the money from the Khajiit straight into the realm. Mercantile Guild give us more jobs. We're going to get a bit more money out of this too. Thank you. Was that another 20 gold right there? This is insane. Oh, shit. What happened? Our steward. Our steward is gone. Okay, right. Let's quickly find someone new because that was... That's basically going to be how we're going to get our independence, huh? Hrothgar, not fantastic, though. I would say any, and I'm going to sort of look through the list here, see if we can invite someone to court, even if it requires a bribe or something. There we go, that should do it. All right, welcome aboard. The affable cosmopolitan Lance, thank you. I need you to talk to the Church, Temple, Vassal Opinion. Fine, I guess it couldn't hurt. There we go. All right. Obviously, construction, not as good as our last gun, only -55%, but even still, that's very good, obviously. How are we doing with them boats? We'll let them siege down this one, get the boats back to port, top up our treasury kind of nicely. This is horrible, but I feel like this is how we're going to ascend. This is the type of septim waiting to happen, huh? There we go. Hunting Dog giving us another +1 health there. To be honest, I'd be happy to move away from the hunting focus kind of soon. Don't mind going into rulership, business. We could even go scholarship if we do want to eventually worship that Daedra as well, whichever one we really feel like. I'm trying to think what would be the best one for this situation. Any that give wealth? Is there a Daedra of wealth? Not that I can think of, but speaking of wealth, you know who would be good to go and visit? I'm thinking my good friend Orgnum, because he happens to have a very fancy coffer. Oh god, where's Orgnum gone? Doesn't matter as long as he's still got the coffer. Oh god, where's the coffer gone? Okay, history of Pyandonia. Orgnum the Divine has lost his realm, but he still has his coffer though. That's fine, he's still landed, which means you can rob him too. Look at what this character is. Master Priest, Master Sorcerer, Legendary Mage. He's so fucking powerful, huh? I mean, it is Orgnum. Okay, so he's still got his coffer as well. We want to go for that. Monthly wealth +12. So in lore, it's this, essentially just a cup that overflows with gold, kind of similar to every other story about a cup that overflows with gold. Let's finish off this one. And then, when we've done with that, we'll immediately head over there and see if we can't grab that. Because he is just a Duke now. Although we don't really have many boats, do we? Shit. Get you guys on the boats. Can we split... How far can we split this stuff down? We might just be able to get enough boats. Yeah, we do. That's insane. 1,500 men. Is it going to be enough? I'm going to stand those guys down. It's 74 dudes. I'm sure they can find the way home. And where's Orgnum's capital? And still Pyran. Let's head over here. This could be so powerful if we get that. Because we wouldn't even need to siege elsewhere at that stage, huh? Treaty sufficient with an angle, as I recall. Not a terrible build, but not really the one we were looking for. Obviously, build time, build cost would have been better. Diplomacy, stewardship, general opinion. Very nice if we want to try and do the whole religious thing as well. What happened to the Emperor? What happened? Marshal? It's a new Emperor. It's a new Emperor, because we were already Marshal, technically, even though we've basically never stopped leaving troops. That's currently under siege from Valenwood. Why is it under siege from Valenwood? Crystal conflict in Greenheart. That's annoying. And what about this one? Pyandonian's War for Prince Orgnum's came on Alinor. Wow, that could be very impressive if they win that one. Then Pyandonia and Alinor will be united as one big kingdom. That would be very weird. How long are you going to be reigning for, though? Could you piss off? Is that actually her? Yeah, Inquisitor conflict in Greenheart. Where's Greenheart? What? That sounds like it'd be somewhere in Valenwood. Yeah, there it is. Greenheart. Oriel? Defending against... Oh, Orgnum launched the war against them. What were you thinking, you weird man? For touching as well, thank you very much. What's his chance yearly of getting these things now then? We're looking at... Why 100% chance yearly? Is it based on the diplomacy, maybe, of whoever's... Oh, no, because he's got 22. Maybe it's intrigue? I have no idea. I have absolutely no clue why our chance to fabricate claims is increasing. Might be based on the province itself. So Chedenhall obviously had the lowest, and as we've been leaving, it's been getting easier and easier. Imagine, say, for example, if we tried to fabricate claim on the Imperial Isle. I actually don't know the mechanics of fabricate claims at all, which is weird. You'd kind of think I would after this many hours in CK2. It's all sounded as another... It all sounded... Okay. As another obscurity, blah, 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 blah. If you need my help, you'll get it. How are we doing with the Mugtar Guild, by the way? We're almost ready to get to rank 3. Still haven't leveled up our education to level 4, which is a real shame, because obviously we're kind of a little bit lackluster, seeing as level 3. Level 3 education is kind of shitty in the base game, huh? Especially for a character that you're controlling. So to say that there's not only a level 4, but also a level 5, we're a very middling character right now, although we do have a ridiculous amount of martial, I guess. Sure, let's do this, and this might give us just enough to level up then. Boom, thank you very much. And we can. Sweet, look at that. Now, what's this giving us? This is giving us it's starting to give us the build time, build cost modifier on cities. And bear in mind, that's not just our capital. That's everywhere. And if we kill this dude off, we become Grand Master. What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Dark Brotherhood? Maybe just hired muscle. Nah, we'll send the Dark Brotherhood. 600 gold. This is worth it. Boom. We've done it. We are now Grand Master. Holy shit, that's insane. I think I forgot to study a specialization this entire time. Yeah, that sounds like something that I do. To be fair, we've done a lot of other fairly impressive stuff, I'd say, in the meantime here. Right, Monk, Nightblade, Scout, Sorcerer, Thief, Trader. Stewardship folks with a smaller bonus to diplomacy. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. Why not? We've already got very good Marshal anyway. I think why not just roll... I mean, what's the difference between 31 and 36 or whatever we're going to get from studying specialization, whereas the Stewardship actually does give more of a measurable bonus. We've already got a decent amount of troops anyway, especially for whoever the hell we're fighting. I mean, with enough stewardship as well, we can just hire mercenaries. So I'm going to roll with this one, especially because I want to level up our magistrate skill. God damn it, Orgdom, you fool. This could be money I'm getting from... Fuck it, let's just bring them back for the time being. We've got a lot of wars to be fighting at home, so let's just get these boats home and let's focus on expanding our realm. So one more claim, and then we can go to war and take everything that this guy in Cheydinhal has, essentially. This is going to be massive. Now, we could also fabricate claims, and of course, the other provinces as well, like Farragut, whatever the hell else he had down here, and try and wipe out the ruler and, wipe him out entirely. Take every single province that he owns, including his vassals, too. And in fact, given the speed at which these claims are friggin' fabricating, I'm going to do it. And then next episode, we can go to a ridiculous amount of war for once. Build cost minus 15% in exchange for 80 gold. That's a great deal. Why did I not do that before I started building up the city? Oh, God. Oh, God, we've done it. Wow. Okay. Okay, this is exactly where... I'm so glad this episode didn't just end up me being building things up with really no... I mean, this shows how far we've progressed, huh? Look at how cheap everything is. Look at how quick we can build stuff now. This is going to get us our independence. Just maybe this city alone, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but the amount of gold and the amount of troops we could potentially pull from this, not only that, the castles as well, they're going to get a reduced build cost just because we're building up our stewardship skill and just because we've got a good steward on board. Now, unfortunately, we're not obviously going to affect this with our guild's grand mastery that we are now, but this is absurd. How many troops can we get from this? They're even like... Level reinforcement rate, tax income. There's not a specific amount of, like, troop buildings, are there? There's actually a very small amount. Oh, there's a lot of battle mages, though, at the bottom. And obviously, battle mages are a very, very good troop count. Interesting, okay. So we've almost fully built up this city here. I think I might have to hand our wife as pregnant again. This has been a fantastic episode for the dynasty. We've really swung this around, huh? And we've become a journeyman trader. I mean, this is, for this dude, well, I mean, we've been playing him for, like, 15 years now. For this dude, this is fantastic. This has been an absolutely massive step in the right direction. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let's pick things up tomorrow with a very much empowered realm, with a whole bunch of claims under our belt. I mean, we can really start picking apart Cyrodiil at this stage. Then eventually try and get ourselves into the position where Nibene is the kingdom of Nibene, the size it should be. Get ourselves some independence from the Emperor and carve out our own realm and let one of our 3 daughters really just go fucking butt wild with their crazy amount of martial. I mean, this one's willful. This one hasn't got anything yet. This one hasn't got anything yet. But the first one's got willful. Hey, that's a pretty good sign as far as I'm concerned. Let's give a shout out to the patrons. This is going to blow my voice out, isn't it? Thank you to these guys, without which this series, the other series, any of the series would be possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sadini, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Donald, Vicunda Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogula, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Dean Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilin, Palvis Presley, Skaz, Scott, Shayuk Sinclair, Seth All the Swede, Stannis the Manis, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Backers. Thank you for your support in the Insanity Loves on Patreon. I don't know if you guys have noticed through this episode, but I've been having to stop like every 30 seconds to chug a load of water so that my voice doesn't completely give out. So, fingers crossed, Rimworld will still be coming out today, huh? And a thank you, of course, as well to Asaro, Ann in Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoon, Ben Troke, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk2217, easier to pronounce name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Circa Grey, Hashi Damar, Hancock, Icy the Great, Israel, Irish, Jacob Wolf, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Lasme, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lemberg, Nick, Noah Ganamore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorkus, Zach Pillar, and Zico 2. See you guys all tomorrow for a fresh helping of, well, actually, I was going to say building up the realm, but no, it's going to be constant fucking war next time. Oh, this is going to be juicy.